Another day and another SNP crisis updates and another senior member's resignation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel that challenges the mainstream media and the political establishment, from the left-wing nutters to the globalist elite. Thank you so much for all the support, and a special thanks to everybody who came to central London earlier today. We did a live stream. In case you haven't watched it, definitely watch the live stream where we attended the anti-ULEZ protest in Trafalgar Square. So many of you freedom fighters were there. We said hi. We had a good chat about the next stage of the fight against Sadiq Khan and his authoritarian measures and obsession with net zero. But first, let's talk about the SNP. Obviously, the bread and butter of this channel these days. I can't help it. I really tried not to talk about them, but they keep giving me more material. Let's talk about Angus McDonald. Another resignation, ladies and gentlemen, and another news story ignored by the mainstream media. Yes, Angus McDonald, the former member of the Scottish Parliament and a senior member of the SNP as a political party, has decided to say, yeah, enough is enough. I've had enough. This is actually completely out of control. And he's had all the other clashes with the SNP leadership in the past anyway. So all that, including the recent revelations about the financial corruption and everything else, I think we're going to see an exodus when it comes to the SNP as a party. So we also have other updates throughout the day on this issue, so stay tuned. The former SNP MSP Angus McDonald, who was a member of Scottish Parliament for Falkirk East from 2011 and to 2021, and a lifelong supporter of independence and the party, has officially resigned his SNP membership after 35 years. Angus has said that this is sad days for someone like me. These are completely dark times if you are someone like Angus McDonald. All right, Callum McDonald has reported this news. He said sources have told him that HPMAs were the final straw. However, the gender recognition reform bill debacle, obviously, and the governance of the party were also factors in his decision. So the HPMAs, the highly protected marine areas status, could be assigned to around 10% of Scotland's coast, ending fishing, swimming and water sports to try to limit environmental impact. Critics have said that HPMAs will be a disaster for local people. It's like these people genuinely want to bring down everything. Economic activity aside, they are joyless creatures. They just don't want any fun to happen. They want you to completely change your lifestyle and start from scratch and just obey. Because the utopia is coming, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you obey. Because they know best. The elite know best. You should not question their motives. You should not question even the outcome of their actions. Because how dare you? Anyway, Callum McDonald also said that the gender recognition reform bill led to an unprecedented rebellion of serving SNP MSPs. This week, the Scottish Government confirmed that it will launch a legal challenge to Westminster's block on its controversial reforms, which again is smokes and mirrors, but at the same time, it's a classic tactic that Nicola Sturgeon used to use in the past, and now we have Hamza Yusuf doing the exact same thing, where Sadiq Khan does the same in London, by the way, where when they are facing a problem, some sort of scandal, they try to distract you, say, oh, look over there, something else is happening. And when they have the general mainstream media narrative behind them, if not necessarily behind them, they don't have them holding them to account. They don't have any accountability or scrutiny. So what you have is basically they make an announcement. So we're looking for more camper vans and more suitcase of cash and all the stories around the financial corruption. Yet Hamza Yusuf comes on TV and says, we are launching a court case against the Westminster Parliament and Downing Street because they blocked our policy of gender recognition reform bill. A policy that is unpopular in Scotland, a policy that is going to be harming people. And Westminster, for once, did the right thing. They went and protected the Constitution. They said you can't introduce a legislation in Scotland if it affects the whole of the kingdom. So Hamza Yusuf knows that it's highly likely that he's going to be winning that battle anyway, but it's a good distraction for now, he thinks. It's just an attempt. But thanks to the rise of new media, including this channel and many others out there, we are exposing this dirty tactic, so people are aware that Hamza Yusuf doesn't care about people in Scotland. Hamza Yusuf doesn't even care about people with different genders or without genders or whatever it is these days. He's simply using them for his own advantage. That is the reality. Anyway, we have so many news updates for you guys throughout the day, every half an hour for a while. Some of them are going to be about the SNP as usual. Some of them are about what's going on in Westminster. The best thing you can do is subscribe to the channel. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.